Good morning. Welcome to my stream. I wish you all a great start into the week. And yeah, not just everyone who's watching this right now, but also to all the friends who are watching this later. It's a Monday morning. I made myself a cup of tea. No, cup of coffee. So yeah. How is everyone after this weekend? You can see I'm not here yet. But it was the usual morning here, a little mini chaotic. And so that's why I probably just need a little more time to wind down and get ready to write. So let's say hi to everyone. Emmy, good morning. Hello. And James is here. Hello to all our friends, past, present, and future. And Hazelnut Ramblings. Oh, it jumped, but here it is. Hazelnut Ramblings is here. Hello. Hi, friends. Emmy. Oh, I'm home now. Woo! Awesome. Was so busy moving and only 70% out of chaos. But at least, I mean, you're back in your home. That's awesome. And I'm just thinking, did you have to take everything out of your apartment or just pack some suitcases? It sounds like you had to take a little more than just some suitcases to live from during, I don't know how many weeks it was. I mean, it was at least, how many weeks did you have to stay away from your apartment? So think about everything that you went through. And so I'm very glad for you that you're back. Sounds like Anya needs to start zipping. Yeah. Yeah, I was a little bit in thought just right before the stream started, because my second daughter, is going on a school trip today, and she will probably be just now entering the train. And so I was like, where's my phone? I hope she didn't I hope there wasn't any problem. So that's why I was like, and mom mode. I'm still in mom mode. Hazelnut Ramblings work for me was interesting, to say the least. I had to unplug a washer. Oh, I work at the laundromat. Okay, because it kept filling up with water and flooding. Oh my god. So, but you could solve it. I mean, at least it didn't flood, into the whole area. So, yay for solving this. And probably we'll have to call someone who will have a look at the washing machine, I'm guessing. So, but this is an interesting place for a writer, isn't it? I'm just thinking of, aren't there some movies out there where people meet at a laundromat? Is it laundromat? Is this? I have to look it up, but I'm guessing that's just the place where you can go and wash your clothes. Laundromat. Yeah, it is. It is exactly what I thought it is. So it must be interesting as a writer, Can you watch the people and what they're doing and, get some interesting ideas? I don't know. I would think that. I mean, a lot of unpacked clothing still. We left all in boxes, and they still packed some extra separately. They packed poorly, like they put live cactuses on the bottom of the box. Yeah, they probably just threw everything in. So to get it out of the way, we were out of the apartment for 3 weeks. So yeah, quite a lot of stuff needed, including just reading it is stressful, including work items. Yeah, I don't even want to think about it if this happened to me. No, not too much flooding. Awesome. That's good. Could always be worse. James, don't get me started on washing machine. Oh yeah, we also we had a washing machine. We just recently got a new one after I think for 2 years. Our washing machine also tended to fill with water, there was somewhere there was a leak in the machine, just a small one, probably, and we had a machine where it stopped working whenever there was some water detected, outside of where it should be. So our solution to that was, because we didn't want to get a new one, whenever this happened, I took the washing machine and moved it, like in a position so that the water could just run out. So I had to do this several times. We are 5 people, so I used the washing machine several times a day. And every 5 times I had to, how do you say? I had to, the heavy washing machine, I had to tip it, to tilt it or something, so that it, so that the water gets out. So yeah, I'm used to do some sports in the bathroom where our washing machine is. Makes me feel like I have too much stuff. It is like trying to put a tent back into oh no, into packaging. Nothing fits back like it used to. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, burst pipes in a 6th floor building. Okay, I always was lucky. Knock on wood. I wouldn't want to go through that. Hazelnut Ramblings, yes, we have a drop-off service, and I also handle the quarters. Oh, I think it must be. Do you like working at the laundromat, Hazelnut Ramblings? Or, like I said, maybe it's interesting, maybe not. If you like to watch people, that's what I think might be interesting. James, toilet overflows. Okay. Okay, James. What is the card of the day? Toilet overflows get interesting with seniors. Multidimensional things it can flush. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's look at the card of the day. Queen of Cups is all about intuition, and I thought about how can we strengthen our intuition, especially as writers. I think intuition is really, really helpful, will help us with coming up with cool ideas, like suddenly everything connects. All those moments sometimes we have while writing when we feel like, oh yeah, that's a cool idea. Or while you're under the shower, that's your intuition. And you can kind of strengthen it by, I was just thinking of what can I do if I feel like my intuition isn't working, or I'm not connected with my inner self and my subconscious, or wherever this happens. And I think it's very important to slow down, maybe cut off all the input for some time, go on a walk in the wood, connect with nature. Breath work can be very good, just there are some apps out there that can help you just for some minutes focus on your breathing and everything that helps you slow down, and everything that helps you kind of let go of what's in your head, all the thinking that's going on, because underneath there and boredom, I can always recommend don't do anything for a while. Don't watch anything, read anything. This usually helps really to kickstart your creativity, but also to connect with your intuition. You should have drawn the 9 of Swords because of what we were talking about, or nightmare fuel. Yeah, exactly. Poor Anya. Emmy, have you seen the old couple who dressed from left and forgotten clothing in laundromats, so they became? Oh yes, I've seen them from some Asian country. They looked so cute, and they're like now famous because they have a laundromat, and they make pictures with, or regularly make pictures with clothes that people forgot, in the washing machines. And this elderly couple, yeah. They're so cute. And yes, I've seen them on Instagram probably. Hazelnut Ramblings, yes, I live a city block away. Awesome! So it saves on gas petrol for my car. Whenever I take a break, I can ride. That sounds like a really, we should start a list with good jobs like for writers, like James. Night shift seems to be quite good, but also working at a laundromat. I never even thought about that. That is a good job for writers. Hmm. I like to read the Queen of Cups as a therapist card. Oh, the Queen of, yeah, sorry. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is a therapist card. Can you go more in depth about it? You mean, yeah, it's also about connecting with yourself, and your emotions. I think in the booklet it said you should look at how you feel and if you are suppressing your emotions, stuff like that. Maybe that's what you. Yeah. Yes, maybe the Queen of Cups was the right one today. We all need a therapist now after, especially after your comments about, I don't even want to say it again, toilet overflows. So, so that we can think of something else, let's think about pixel food. So let's start and yeah, do some writing, reading, whatever you want to do, or maybe some more editing. I don't know, Hazelnut, what you plan on doing. So enjoy the warm up sprint, have fun. Okie dokie. That was our one. How did everybody do? I was just writing some things down that went to my head, and also I'm thinking about, I started working on a project during the weekend, and still thinking about planning kind of how I will continue with my actual novel project, the Beach House novel. But I think I made a decision there that because I want to read through it, the manuscript, quickly in one go, I will let it rest until there's a weekend, for instance, where my husband and the kids go to grandma and grandpa or something like that. So I would probably tell them to leave me for a weekend or something similar, just to get some quiet time so they really can focus on reading through it deep, and then also do some deeper reading afterwards. So I think that's better than just reading while I'm streaming, and then it's just for a short amount of time, and then the next days, because I really need to get an overview of the whole thing. And now I'm thinking about my other projects that I could also work on. And I'm trying to make a decision which will be my next big project. So but let's focus on you guys for now. Elizabeth joined us. Hello. Good morning. Good to see you. Mark is also here. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're happy about the fact that I'm guessing it's colder where you are as well. We can finally sleep again. So I'm hoping you also enjoy the rain and everything that's happening. Emmy shared my biggest job. My biggest job, I took and gave away all paintings and decorations, tossed all paper flowers. I remember your paper flowers. They were so beautiful. So it is like a lot to do to redecorate and make it home like again. Yeah. And I was wondering, first, is it cannot be easy to give away your art? I know you've done this before. You talked about it. And secondly, are you happy about the fact that you can now, you have like a clean or a new beginning with redecoration, and you can think of new projects maybe that you could do to redecorate. Oh, sorry. This came so quick. But you already answered, I think, my question, Emmy. I have no clear idea, so it's harder as I premeditate most of them. Giving away comes easy for me. I do it all the time. Okay. And often it's the process of creating that's the real thing. For instance, the same with, I think, writing a novel. At some point when you can say, okay, I can let it go, I can publish it now. It's for other people, not for you anymore. So I can see that. Elizabeth, I'm working on plotting my novel for another rewrite. See? I hope I don't need another rewrite. Hope this would be bad. But I'm also thinking about the steps I want to take now with my manuscript, Like I said, read through the whole thing and then maybe go step by step again. Take some notes or mark. Maybe I will just mark the areas where I feel it's off. I don't know yet. Probably I will figure it out while reading. I don't know. And then I'm doing the things that I need to do to finally publish it. Awesome, Hazelnut. Just finished making some instant ramen. Oh, I love ramen. I haven't had ramen in quite a while, actually. But I went to, because it was my sister's birthday during the weekend, I went to a sushi bar on Saturday. So It's not the same as ramen, but Elizabeth, what better thing to do at 2:30 in the morning when you can't sleep? One long nap yesterday caused me to be awake now. Yes, that's the danger of naps when you sleep too long and then you're up at night. So yeah. Mm. But plotting is great, I think, during the night. That's where I just talked about our cards and intuition. I think the night hours or the early, very early morning hours, that's the time when your intuition is good. Or maybe you have some great ideas now. So, Mark, absolutely, it's cold and rainy and I love it. Yes. God bless. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, a lot of bless yous. I can't remember how to spell the German word for it. Gesundheit. Yes. Perfect. Perfect spelling. Thank you. Thank you. Ellery, hi. Popping in to say hi. Hello. Hello. And you're still Lisa. But thank you for telling me again. Yeah, I probably would have struggled with remembering. And a lot of people come, I struggle sometimes with holding everyone apart. And especially when they're not, when they don't have their actual name on the screen. All the names I know. Elizabeth, I napped for almost 3 hours. Yeah, okay, that's almost like, yeah, that's too much. So, to give you the time to plot, plotting is fun. Yeah, but with the rewrite, you probably need to figure some stuff out. Can be hard, when you know the story and just need to fill some plot holes, maybe. So it can be tricky. So I hope you will be successful. Let's just find a timer. Cupcakes, no, not cupcakes, coffee and cookies is a good one for a Monday morning or night. Oh, you tried to add nickname, but it won't show. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. As long as you're here. And yeah, who knows? With YouTube, things change so quickly that, yeah, I don't even know why it doesn't show. Yeah, you were quite tired, so my body needed to sleep. Yes, of course, it's good that you, like I said, maybe it's good that you're up right now for your work, for your writing. Hazelnut, I'm currently handwriting some descriptions. Awesome. I just kind of, I don't want to even talk about it. I just kind of messed up my ink pen. I don't know. So yeah, I will use a pencil for now. Okay, let's do another sprint. Sprint number 2. Enjoy. Okie dokie. That was sprint number 2. And how did everybody do? I started actually writing and working on a scene. So I'm with my projects and the decision on which project I want to work next. I'm thinking about working on my last contemporary novel project. All my other projects are like fantasy, fantasy adventure, like my pirate novel. And so there's just this one project left that would be also contemporary and without any fantasy elements or anything like that. So maybe to have if I would work on this one next, I would have 3 contemporary novels written. And then I could go and write my other projects. I don't know if I will stick to that, but it sounds like a good idea for me personally. Christian joined us. Hello, hello. Good morning. How are you, Christian? I hope you had a great weekend. Now that the weather turned a bit more into fall weather, fall-like weather, autumn feeling, the feeling of autumn. Oh yeah, and Mark said to Emmy, you have my sympathy for your packing, unpacking situation. Yes, but good to hear you are now home. Emmy also says hi to Christian and says thanks to Mark. James had a resident fall. Oh no, spent the last half hour handling the process of sending him out by a pen. Oh yeah, oh, I hope the resident will be okay. That's not good. Falling is very bad for elderly people. I'm just thinking of my grandma, who also, whenever she had a fall, immediately there was danger of that some bones broke or something. And yeah, that's not good. I hope the resident will be okay. Hazelnut Ramblings. I'm describing a really fancy dress for one of my characters. And oh boy, there's so much on this one dress. I love that for you. I always struggle with descriptions, that's my weak spot. Definitely my weak spot in the writing area. That's really, I just struggle of coming up with ideas for that. For instance, clothing, dresses, stuff like that. So yeah, good for you. Very good. Elizabeth, when I write, this rewrite could end up being about 125k words long. That's a lot. That's quite a lot, yeah. So you have big plans. And rewrite, does it really mean you rewrite everything or just parts of your novel? Usually rewrite is kind of going through the whole thing, isn't it? I mean, you probably can use some stuff you already wrote. I once had to call for an ambulance for a 65-year-old woman who fell on ice. Yeah, who used to live next door to me. Yeah, I think, like I said, it's getting more and more dangerous. That's why it's so important. We talked about this last week, to stay active or to do some muscle training, I think, because muscles protect our bones in the end when we fall from breaking but like I said, my grandma had a fall last year and she was okay for most part, but she had this really big what would you call it, so she didn't break any bones, luckily, but she is also in a home for elderly people, and she had a big bump on her head after her fall, and her body struggled with, usually when you have a bump or, your body kind of, there's fluid in there and your body gets rid of it after some time. But her as well, I think she has her birthday next week. I'm struggling with coming up with her age. Is she 85? It's her 85th birthday next week. So, and her body couldn't do the same, so she had to get an operation, surgery, to get this removed. So, yeah. So yeah, the older you get, your body struggles with all the things. When we are young, it's no problem. When you think of kids, when they fall all the time, especially the little ones when they learn how to walk, and it's no problem when they get a bump here and there. But elderly, not very good. Having pictures helps me. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I also like to use Google and Pinterest. Just figuring out the character itself, so I have a picture in mind what the character looks like. And yeah, of course, clothing. Yeah, I will use this also in the future. I'll be rewriting the whole novel. Okay, and 125K. And do you have a like a deadline or anything you want to work towards? I mean, I'm thinking of NaNoWriMo coming up, and so are you planning on starting the rewrite at a certain time and trying to finish it, so that you have some writing, some goal to write towards? Mark, I wouldn't know how to describe dresses in detail. If I ever do write something for real, I'll have everyone wear jeans and t-shirts or be naked. Okay, but those would probably also be some interesting descriptions. If you want to keep the characters apart, you kind of, I wouldn't know. Oh, so I think it's the same comment again. Probably YouTube struggling again. Elizabeth, the woman broke her elbow from the fall and she has arthritis. Oh yeah, and osteoarthritis. I think, I also know some people who cannot do, like a friend of ours, a family friend. Also, she is usually really, really active. Like she used to go skiing and bicycling a lot. I mean, she's also like, I don't know how old she is exactly, but over towards 70, I would say. And she can't do this anymore because her bones are so brittle and so dangerous now for her, because she had some accidents which happened, and every time she broke a bone. So and it's hard for people, especially people who love to be active and do stuff like that. Like it's really hard to stop doing it, and then you really feel old, probably. Elizabeth, I want to have the whole novel plotted. Okay, that's your time frame at the end of September, and work on the rewrite in October and November. I think that's a good time, because everyone is hyped about writing then. If it's not done at the end of November, then I'll continue it in December. That sounds like a good plan. And you got a lot of work to do. So it's good to use also like I said, the energy from all the people that are excited about writing in October and November. It's a perfect plan, I think. So let's jump into another sprint, a 40-minute sprint. So anyone who wants to go back to sleep, that's what I wanted to say, but I'm immediately thinking of James is not allowed to, but anyone where it's night right now could use the next sprint to go back to bed. Everyone else has to stay awake. For some of you, it might be easy because it's just the morning hours, and for others, it might be hard. So I just need to wait before the ad is finished. That is playing the ad. Of course, there's the second ad. Maybe I can already. Sorry. I'm so sorry, James. I immediately was thinking, should I even say it? Elizabeth, I could sleep, but my body won't let me. So then just use the next sprint to do something you enjoy, like plotting your novel. I think that's very rewarding also. So here we go. Enjoy 40-minute sprint. And Mark, enjoy your shower and stay awake. Okie dokie. That was sprint number 3. How did everybody do? I'm getting a little tired, but it's okay. I probably need just to drink some water. Just want to see in the chat, where did we? Oh yeah, Christian needed to vent. My bookkeeping software is driving me mad. If I consider all the time I spent problem solving and contacting support, I could have taken a semester of accounting. Better long term. Yeah. Yeah, bookkeeping. I also have to do some bookkeeping for my husband. I'm helping my husband out with his company, and he asked me if I could do some of the bookkeeping because he also hates it and obviously doesn't have the time. And I don't really enjoy that. I'm just doing it because someone has to do it. And it's a way for me to earn some money on the side. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. And I don't like to talk about bookkeeping. So yeah, not my favorite activity. Emmy washed up, dressed up, awesome, made the bed, second cup of coffee, and watching new vlog of Furry Little Peach. And I immediately looked her up, the channel Furry Little Peach. I also shared the link because Christian asked for it. The channel link looks awesome. Like really, the colors just from the thumbnails. Awesome. Yeah, I will definitely also have a look at her vlogs. And Emmy said that where is it here? I love putting her vlogs in the background, always good vibes. Yeah, it definitely looks like it. I didn't watch any of her bits yet. I want to stay away from it, but I have subscribed, so if I need some colorful vibes, I will definitely watch a vlog of hers. Yeah. And F's hate ST reality. That's about the bookkeeping. I try to, it's probably not the best advice, but whenever I have to do stuff I don't really enjoy doing, but like I said, I want to help my husband. I get some money on the side and someone has to do it. So I try to disconnect from this feeling of, hating it and really just do step by step the steps I have to do and just get over with it, So, but when you then, like Christian, that's why it's probably so bad for us, when you then have some problems with the program you're using or anything like that, then of course it's even worse. As so okay, it sounds bad. It traumatizes you and you dissociate. But that's really what I try to do, to not even think about my emotions, just get over with it, just do it in the moment. And usually I really feel good about it when I have done it and I can just close it. And it's my husband's company is quite small. It's not a lot of stuff I have to do. It's just getting over with it. So this is something that helps me, just telling myself, don't get emotional, or don't think about it, just do the steps. And then especially also with stuff like I try to, when I get into this, I can very often get into this, especially also with writing invoices and stuff. I can get anxious about if I make a mistake, like when it's an important customer, or so trying to disconnect from it can be really helpful, because it's not as stressful as if I'm trying to, I have to get everything right. And because I get those thoughts like, oh, when I make a mistake, my husband will lose the customer, just like not really logical or realistic. even if I make a mistake, we won't probably lose the customer. They will just tell us that there is a mistake. But that's why I need to tell myself, or just try to disconnect from all of that emotional baggage that I have with this kind of work. If you have some good learning resource on bookkeeping, no, my husband. We could also do co-bookkeeping for motivation. Yeah, this would be probably, but like I said, it's like 20 minutes a day, maybe. I don't know if like I said, it's just a part of it. So I write invoices mainly and offers for customers and stuff like that. So, but I also use a tool for that. So, and I had some technical problems with that too. And it's not easy for us, especially for people who enjoy doing it, like playing around with numbers and stuff like that. There are people out there who really, really enjoy it, and it's a passion for them, kind of. So, or it's even relaxing, maybe, I don't know. So it's just not the best kind of work for us, probably, I would say. Christian, my J side, likes the routine, and I also just if I don't think about stuff like what could happen if I type the wrong thing, if I just relax about it, I enjoy when everything comes together in this formula I have, but my N part hates it when problems come up. Yeah, because this throws you off. I just wish I could dream them. Okay, James, also, I hate this stuff too. Very funny to my mom, former bookkeeper. Yeah, my mom as well is not a bookkeeper, but she worked as a I have to look it up. Tax inspector, or tax, in the tax. What's it called? Tax inspector doesn't sound tax official. Someone who deals with taxes of people. Not the most liked people. But my mom used to do that, so I don't know how she did this. And when I finished school, she tried to convince me of doing something similar, and I was like, no, that's not the right profession for me. So, sorry, we have to go back to James Cohen. Very funny to my mom, former bookkeeper, and brother trained as accountant. Okay, so, but it's good to have those people in the family. Maybe they can just do the stuff for you if needed. But I can be good at it, I have helped co-workers with end-of-day audits. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that you are good with numbers, probably. I don't know why I remember working for at the university. We did sorry, my English is too bad. I don't even know the German word. So I had to put in a lot of data, into tables, and for studies, studies we made. That was relaxing, It was no problem. I could do this at least for 2 or 3 hours. After that, I lost focus, of course. You have to be really focused to put in the correct numbers and everything. So that was totally fine. Just when I think of the customers, the people that will receive that's my invoice, for instance, or the offer, I already get anxiety. And and with taxes, I think of the state, that you get into trouble when you do something wrong or stuff like that. I think I'm just a bit, I don't know, traumatized with all those kinds of things. That's why I don't like it, really. Okay, so it's time for a final sprint. Let's just quickly forget about accounting, bookkeeping, all those kinds of stuff, and think more about creative. Yes, in the end, it's a people problem. It is. It's stupid, because I never got into any people problems. It's just in my mind. So yeah, and my husband is very happy about my help. He can often says like, "I'm so glad you're doing all of this." You know, also dealing with the accountant company, then whatever I have to do there. So yeah, that kind of helps me, keeps me motivated. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even do it if he wasn't hadn't asked me if I would love to or if I would do this. So let's now go back to writing for 20 more minutes, or reading, or editing. There's so many fun things we can do here during the streams. But you could, of course, also do the stuff that you don't enjoy just to get it over with. So sprint is always very good for that. So if you want to do some Texas stuff like that, you're welcome to do that during the next 20 minutes. Enjoy. Okie dokie, my friends. That is the end of today's stream. I hope you had a fun time. I certainly did. And I enjoyed talking to you guys, even when we talked about finances, bookkeeping, and stuff like that. So I wish you all a great rest of the day or start into the day, and I will be back tomorrow. And yeah, have a good time. See you soon, my friends. Oh, and I see Emmy has been working on decorations and all. Awesome. That sounds like fun, honestly. So enjoy. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.